Blu Cantrell just dropped some jaw-dropping tea about Jay-Z, and let's just say it's given dark energy. Like she's out here stirring the pot with some wild claims about secret satanic ties. And to make it even crazier, there's a mysterious Jane Doe stepping in to back it all up. You know it's serious when the rumors start flying and everybody wants to know what's really going on behind the scenes. So what's the truth? Is this just another wild celebrity rumor, or is there more to the story? Let's get into it. The story of Blu Cantrell is messy but also inspiring. This woman has been through everything. Born Tiffany Cobb in Rhode Island, she didn't even start off as Blue. That name, it's actually a nickname her mom gave her because of her obsession with the color blue as a kid. Blu grew up with her mom, a jazz singer, and her 5 siblings. Her dad, who was a former NBA player, wasn't really in the picture. She's even said he left when she was young, leaving her mom to hold it down as a single parent.
I have a deadbeat dad, so he hasn't been around. He's a professional ball player. Doesn't really represent much in the
From back in the day?
From back in the day.
Do we know his name?
I'm sure, but you're gonna have to keep that under the wraps.
At just 17, Blu packed her bags and headed to New York to chase her dream of becoming a singer. But let's be real, New York isn't for the faint of heart, and making it in the music biz wasn't easy. She took on a bunch of odd jobs just to get by, and by 18, she even posed for adult magazines to make ends meet. At the time, it felt like quick cash, but little did she know those pics would haunt her later on. Using her childhood nickname and her grandma's last name, Tiffany transformed into Blu Cantrell and stepped into the music world. She even joined a girl group called 8th Avenue, created by the legendary producer Teddy Riley. But like so many girl groups, drama hit and they broke up after another of Riley's groups, Blackstreet, fell apart. And just when things couldn't get more emotional, tragedy struck in 2000. Blu's sister was in a horrible car accident and ended up in a coma in an Atlanta hospital. Blu left everything behind to be by her sister's side, holding on to hope that she'd recover. But while she was navigating family heartbreak, life threw her a curveball, in a good way. One day in a hotel lobby, Blu met 2 important people, Usher and Christopher "Tricky" Stewart, the powerhouse producer behind Maya's hit Case of the X. Tricky was so impressed by Blu's voice that he put her to work singing background vocals for artists like Faith Evans, Diddy, and Aaron Hall. He even let her crash at his home in Atlanta for a while. Blu finally felt like her career was taking off, but nothing in the music world is ever smooth sailing. She faced challenges with her record deal, and let's not forget, those racy photos from her past started resurfacing and messing with her image. On top of all that, Blu struggled with mental health issues and dealt with non-stop rumors about her personal life and career. She even debated leaving Atlanta and heading back to New York, but something about being around Tricky and his family gave her the stability she craved. After being on her own for so long, it felt comforting to be surrounded by people who genuinely cared. So Blu stayed in Atlanta, moving in with Tricky's family while figuring out her next steps. This is where Blu's wild career journey started. One day, Tricky told Blu he was going to call his friend L.A. Reid, who was the president of Arista Records at the time, but Blu didn't buy it. She thought Tricky was just hyping her up. Next thing you know, L.A. Reid himself shows up at the studio to hear her sing. He was blown away by her voice and offered her a deal right then and there. Now Blu was ready to grab a pen and sign ASAP, but Tricky told her to pump the brakes and think it over. They actually sent LA home to talk about it more, and soon enough word started spreading about this new powerhouse vocalist. That's when the bidding war began. 10 record labels were all fighting to sign her, but L.A. Reid wasn't about to lose her to the competition. He sweetened the deal, threw in a bonus, and locked Blu in with Arista. Here's the kicker though. While Blu was thrilled to sign with Arista, she later realized she had also signed away most of her future earnings. Blu got straight to work on her debut album, and one of the first songs she recorded was her iconic hit Hit 'Em Up Style. When Hit 'Em Up Style dropped in April 2001, it was an instant smash. The song shot to #1, 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and Blu was soon nominated for a Grammy. That same year, her debut album So Blue hit the shelves in July and went certified gold. But here's the thing, Blu didn't just sit around waiting for her music to sell itself. She hit the pavement, visiting record stores to personally convince owners to stock more copies of her album. Her hustle paid off, and So Blue eventually went platinum. During her whirlwind rise, Blu also had a little romance drama. At an awards show, she caught the attention of an NBA player. She's never spilled who it was, but she did share with Wendy Williams that he was seriously into her. They started dating, and for a while everything seemed perfect.
The one reason why he was attracted to me was the one reason why we're not together. He couldn't handle the fact that I had nude pictures. He couldn't handle the fact that I was a celebrity. He didn't like the fact that his friends all wanted me.
Blue's story takes another twist. Blue's career was riding high, but things took a sharp left in May 2002 when some old photos of her from a magazine resurfaced. Now, Blue handled it like a total pro. She told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that she'd even sign one of those photos if someone wanted it. She also told the Guardian that the pictures kept her name in the news, so she wasn't sweating it. In fact, she flipped the script and made a deal to pose for Playboy, securing a cool $1 million bag. But not everyone was feeling it. A British radio station, Radio 1, briefly banned her music, and unfortunately, those photos also led to the end of her relationship with the NBA player she was dating. They broke up in 2003. That same year, Blue released her second album, Bittersweet. It was a hit, reaching #1, 7 on the Billboard charts, and doing numbers internationally. It even earned her another Grammy nomination, but of course, rumors about her personal life started swirling again, this time about her and Jay-Z. Even though Jay-Z was very publicly dating Beyonce, people speculated there was something more between him and Blue. Blue always insisted they were just friends, but she did admit to Wendy Williams that she had a huge crush on him. She even said, "I wouldn't turn him down," but Blue was careful about who she actually dated, keeping her options open. Now here's where it gets juicy. When Beyonce released her song Baby Boy, people couldn't help but notice it sounded a lot like Blue's song Breathe. Blue herself felt like Beyonce might have been throwing subtle shade with the lyrics, specifically the line, "Let me breathe." The drama didn't stop there. Fans pointed out similarities between Beyonce's Me, Myself, and I and Blue's song, both having nearly identical hooks. While Blue said she was a fan of Beyonce and didn't hold any grudges, she did call her out for what she saw as copying. Blue told Contact Music that Beyonce was too talented to need to rip anyone off, but wait, it gets wilder. When Blue dropped a promo for her song Round Up, Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped their video for '03 Bonnie and Clyde right after, and the visuals looked eerily similar to Blue's promo. Blue joked that they should settle it with a live singing battle, but later said she wasn't serious. Here's where things get into astrology tea. Beyonce whispers in her song Signs about being in love with a Sagittarius and being hurt by a Pisces. Y'all, Jay-Z is a Sagittarius and Blue, she's a Pisces. Blue hinted that if Beyonce was trying to play games, she wasn't the one to mess with. The drama between Blue and the Carters only got weirder from here. Blue's sudden fall from grace has kept fans speculating for years, and when you mix in rumors involving Jay-Z, Beyonce, and secret rituals, it's like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller. At the height of her career, Blue was rumored to be romantically involved with Jay-Z. They were allegedly spotted together on several occasions, and it seemed like they were close. But then Beyonce entered the picture and everything changed. Suddenly, Blue found herself in what many believe was a love triangle with two of the most influential people in the industry. Fans have speculated that Blue's connection to Jay-Z may have put her on Beyonce's radar, and not in a good way. Some even suggest that when Beyonce and Jay-Z solidified their relationship, they used their power and influence to quietly erase Blue from the music scene. One person said Beyonce was scared and felt threatened by Blu Cantrell, and another one added, Beyonce probably sabotaged Blu Cantrell's career. Bey doesn't want other artists to succeed better than her. One theory points to the naming of their daughter, Blue Ivy. Think about it, searching for Blue and Jay-Z online doesn't lead you to Blu Cantrell anymore. It's all about Blue Ivy Carter. Was this a calculated move to overwrite her legacy? But that's not all. Over the years, Beyonce and Jay-Z have been surrounded by whispers of secret societies and alleged rituals. Whether it's the Illuminati accusations or talk of sacrifices for fame, their names are often tied to these theories. Blue's sudden disappearance from the spotlight only added fuel to the fire. When Jay-Z became president of Def Jam in 2004, Blue's contract wasn't renewed. Fans couldn't help but wonder if this was another power move to push her out of the industry entirely. And let's not forget Diddy's involvement in her story. Blue once mentioned that Diddy gave her a compliment after seeing her nude photos, and while it might seem like a small moment, some believe it played a role in how she was perceived in the industry. Blue's struggles with mental health and financial issues were also heavily publicized, which only added to the theory that she was being targeted by powerful forces. Whether it was bad luck, poor management, or something darker, her fall from fame was swift and heartbreaking. It's hard to ignore the timing of it all. Her career fading just as Beyonce and Jay-Z's empire began to rise. Could it all be a coincidence, or was there something more calculated going on behind the scenes? Was Blue a casualty of industry politics, or did she get caught up in something much bigger than herself? What do you think? Was Blu Cantrell's career derailed by chance, or is there a deeper story that the industry doesn't want us to know? Let us know your thoughts and stay tuned for even more tea in the next video.